Hello YouTube, this is Curious Creature. Today's video is going to be about highlighter and how to do that on a budget, how to have great things, and how to organize them in a way that makes them very useful. So if you're interested in that and how to develop a great collection, then stay tuned. Now the first thing to know about how I organize my things is that I depot most everything, and then I put most of my collection in what would best be called the Freestyle palette, or if you want to organize your things in the same way, the Z palette has a way for you to organize your highlighter. So if you depot, you're going to need to have something to put them in. And then what you're seeing here is a combination of Smashbox, Mary Manizer from the Bomb, and by the way, this is the one here, Goss makeup artist highly recommends this one. And if you search TJ Maxx, oftentimes you can get that at half price, so be on the lookout for that. And then the majority of what you see in here is really the ones that I have pressed, that I have purchased through TKB Trading, because they have a ton of highlighters to purchase and they're fabulous. And so I would really highly recommend that source, and they're very inexpensive. So that's where the majority of that comes from. Now the reason why I put things in this Freestyle palette and depot is because I like to mix and match, and so this puts this in a style and a form where you can just move your brush in different directions and just have some fun with it. In fact, the one up here is actually swatches really very violet, so it's tons of fun. So I don't know if you can see this, but that's very, very violet when you put it on your eyes, so it's quite pretty, and that's from TKB Trading. There are also a couple of MAC standouts as well that I bought through thebodyneeds.com, and you can buy these in quarter teaspoon amounts so that you don't have to buy an entire, huge jar of it that you're probably not going to use. And so I do a lot of that, from my other videos. But anyway, one of the standouts for me is Honey Rose, and then the other one especially is Silver Dusk, is quite beautiful. And I have about a teaspoon of each in those containers, and so those were depotted from the sample sizes and put into something that's just more useful. I turned them over just so that you can see the names easily. Other highlight suggestions I have for you are actually from Fyrinnae. One of those is In the Spotlight, another is Center Stage, and another one that's extremely popular from Fyrinnae is Polar Bear. So all three of those are quite beautiful and very inexpensive too, just a few dollars each, and it'll last you a long time. The other suggestion I have too is, it's called Highlights, and it's boots, and it's boots number 7. Lisa Eldridge is actually the creative consultant for that brand, and so that, just so you know, the brand has this great creative director, and she's fabulous. And this is a dupe of High Beam. So Benefits High Beam, and I have a sample of High Beam here, so it's very, very close. So I would suggest you can get this at Target. It's pretty inexpensive. I want to say it's like $11 or $12, and the container is actually quite large. So that's another suggestion of a great highlighter that I would highly recommend. Now to the right, you can see that I've depotted quite a few of the TKB Trading pigments and pigments from other places, and so obviously it's a great way to organize things and just make it available to you at your fingertips, and that's a great way to organize it. The other suggestion I would have that comes from MAC, and actually Candy Johnson is fabulous in the way she describes this, so I would recommend that you go to her video about it. But if you're wanting that kind of J-Lo glow, the way that she achieves that is with MAC, and this particular one is called Shell. And so that's kind of a cream-based highlighter, and so you place that on your cheeks or forehead or wherever you're going to want to put that on the inside of your eyes, and then she tops that with the Silver Dusk, which is the one that I showed you earlier, and so that's how she achieves that glow. So I would highly recommend that you do that. So that's it. I hope this video was useful in ways where you can kind of organize your things and just resources. The Body Needs is a fabulous place to get MAC samples. And then, of course, TKB Trading is another place where you can get these, and also Fyrinnae. So I hope this was useful, and thanks for watching.